Yes, your eyes were not deceiving you. That was me watching the Teletubbies. This is confession time, I think. It's time to. Here's the video I want to admit to you quite openly that I enjoy watching the Teletubbies. Yes. Now, I know I'm a member of the ageless movement, and I find it hard to sort of like judge my age or fit into an age within the adult spectrum, but obviously I am a grown man. I'm not a little kid. Um, But, yep, I'm not scared to say it. I enjoy watching the Teletubbies. I'm watching it because I like it. Alright? Now, seeing as I've confessed, how many of you have got the guts to do the same? Come on. This is coming out time. You know, you've got to be open and express your true self. You know, you've been living in the closet all these years, but it's time to now, you know, publicly and openly be happy and content with your true self. So, as I said, you're among friends. We will not judge you. Put in the comments boxes if you like watching Teletubbies. All right, we can form a Teletubby fans support group or something like that. It's yeah. I mean, it's a strange thing, all right. But I don't want you to worry. I'm not about to regress to childhood or anything like that. But I do have what is known as, I suppose, I could call post-conventional naivety. I mean, people often get these two. You know, naivety is often thought of as pre-conventional, like a little kid. You know, like Babe, the little pig in the film Babe, which you then get over when you become conventional. I've come full circle. I started off as pre-conventional, I became conventional, now I'm post-conventional. I don't know how many of you are familiar with Ken Wilber, the famous American philosopher, but he talked about the pre-trans fallacy, alright? So look it up if you get the chance. It's a bit too complicated to express it. But basically, I'm suffering from, I'm afflicted by, or I'm blessed by post-conventional naivety, and that's why I like Teletubbies. I mean, I've been reading the Wikipedia article about it, and it has a large number of adult fans. Why is that, eh? Now, if I like it and some of you like it, it's strange because I mean you don't get this from any other children's program, and I think there's something quite progressive and non-conformist about the fact that there's so many adult fans of Teletubbies. I think it's rather like the sort of reaction to Avatar. You know, we live in this world this conformist world, where we're all meant to be a certain way. Adult human beings are meant to be sort of like we have. I mean, which I've talked about so often on Panmo TV, the various conformist pressures that are put on us. Isn't it true though? I mean, maybe this is a sign that Teletubbies' popularity among adult viewers is a sign that deep down inside many of us, there's a desire for us just to live in a simple, honest world, like the Teletubby planet or world, wherever it is, where nothing matters except loving each other very much and having big hugs and playing and having rabbits all running all around you and, you know, watching little kids through TV screens in your stomach and things like that. You know, I think it's a very, very it gives me hope and it gives me encouragement. The question is though, I mean, I think we have to be open about it. Those of us who are in that situation have to be open about it. I mean, I wonder how often this happens, right? You get some bloke who's conformist as hell, right down the middle, in front of his friends, in front of his workmates. He's a stockbroker or something, you know, he wears Ray-Ban sunglasses and wears a suit and tie. You know, he probably has the latest mobile phone, drives around in a sort of like a Ford Mondeo convertible and says things like "man" after everything he says, man. You know, I bet he goes to the gym and he drinks cocktails and he reads GQ and Maxim. He goes he goes on holiday to Tenerife and things like that with his mates and does all the sort of conventional things, right? But then he goes home in the evening. He goes back to his nice house he's built with all the money he's made down the stock market, and he shuts the door and locks it. He goes into the lounge, he pulls the curtains across the window and switches the TV on. He gets out a box of tissues, right, and he double checks to make sure nobody's watching him. And you think he's about to watch a porn movie, the way he's acting. And then he switches it on, and then it's the Teletubbies, and he sits there with a little sort of rhapsodic smile on his face, watching the Teletubbies, just like I do. And then, and the box of tissues. Well, that's because sometimes it moves him to tears, and he sort of like dabs his eyes like that. I wonder if that's true. I wonder how many of these conformists are just being conformists because they feel they have to. Because they have to put up a show for other people. They have to be what society expects them to be rather than what they want them to be. They're living other people's lives for them, and they're to stay within what David Icke calls the hassle-free zone. And they're sacrificing their own uniqueness in order to do that. If you are one of these people, then all I'm saying is you don't have to. You can come out of the closet and be yourself. You can be a Teletubbies fan. There are people around you who will accept you. Your friends will accept you if they're your real friends. Okay, if your friends tell you to get fucked because you watch Teletubbies, all right, then they're not your real friends at all, and they never were. They're just actors putting on acts for you. But I wonder how many of them, those people who tell you to get fucked, I wonder how many of them are secretly non-conformists in one way or another. If so, then please do tell us. Like I said, it's confession time. It's coming out of the closet. Put it in the comments box, or let me know privately if you like. I won't reveal your secrets. Any private messages or emails you send me will be held in the strictest of confidence. Anyway, I think it's the 3 ships one. I want to see that, and then watch that windmill turn round, and oh, the rabbits. It's lovely, isn't it? Let's dance along.